This is Trey,
This is Ziggie,
and
and
welcome
welcome
to
to the
the
Trey
Trey and
and Ziggie
Ziggy Show.
Show.
All right, we're back.
We back.
Oh man, we got a lot to talk about.
It's holiday season.
It's holiday season,
Do,
whoop de
do, do,
doop, hickety
do, do.
dock. I know. What you got? All right, we got a lot to talk about. So, uh, well, the New Year's, before the year is over, Happy New Year, Feliz Navidad,
Merry Christmas.
and
It's
all that.
Christmas.
Christmas, Christmas, Christmas.
I had a birthday.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And what did you do? I mean,
Oh
I
my
was there, but
goodness. So like during the weekend, I feel like I just ate all the things that like I bought the food that I wanted to buy and eat. So so like we went to Bombshells. I bought the salmon with Alfredo shrimp, the roasted broccoli.
was that for your birthday?
No, but it was it
I'm like, what? I
was
asked
the
you.
weekend before, so I was like, I was splurging
I said, what
on
was you doing for your
the food I
birthday?
wanted. But on the birthday, we went to Frosty's Houston, which is a Christmas pop up bar, a pop up Christmas bar, and it was amazing. Like everything was just for you to take pictures, and it was like the main level you walk in. I tell people I describe it as Christmas. It's like Christmas threw up.
Yeah, most def.
Because you walk in the room and it's like floor to ceiling, like stuff wrapped around the stairs. You're going up stairs. It was 2 stories, which there was a discrepancy because
Yeah. Shoot.
online on the website it said 3 floors. Um, what is 3 bars or 4 bars?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that must have just been like some other location, like maybe their main one. But I think Houston's the newest location that they've chosen for the pop up. So I'm pretty sure this is the first year in Houston. So I'm glad we got to do it. I knew a couple of people that went to it, so I was asking to see if it was worth it because we went on a weekday because my birthday was on Monday,
Mm-hmm.
on last Monday, and during the week it's cheaper than the weekend. So we paid $25 to enter. The weekend was $35, but I think it's worth $25 for the weekend. I mean, I feel like I would also pay $35 if it was my birthday, but on a normal, if
I think
it wasn't my birthday,
I
I
think it was fun because not only that you had the ambiance of like Christmas in general, but
mhm.
you also had like the Grinch that was there.
The Grinch was there. We took a picture with the Grinch.
Mhm.
Oh, on another time, when someone went, there was the Grinch and Santa. They got to take a picture with Santa too.
But it is,
Yeah,
I rock with the Grinch more than Santa.
yeah. The Grinch was a lot cooler. He was hilarious.
Yeah, he was super cool,
He had people
especially
sitting
with the
on his
picture.
lap.
Yeah, for sure. I
He
mean,
was making album cover photos.
oh yeah, for sure. Profile pictures, all that stuff.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, I think the drinks was good. Did you like the drinks?
Oh yeah, on the second floor, not the first
Why
floor.
not the first floor?
So my twin brother, um, those of you who know me, well, I mean, you may or may not know, but I have a twin brother named Zach, and he was the first one to buy a drink. Now these drinks were so expensive. Wait, like they were $19 after tax or whatever. And
I think the signature drinks.
yeah, yeah, it was a signature drinks because I mean actually it was all the mixed drinks except for like he was like if you want a shot then it was like $9.
I think what happens is that we asked him uh about a signature drink, and then I think he assumed that we was asking for all the drinks, all the signature drinks for their price, and he said yes, all the drinks are $18. But yes, he's correct when he said all the drinks that we was asking about But when we
Could
got that,
be, but he was a trash bartender.
when we got upstairs and we got a Long Island, it was cheaper. It was about cheaper,
Oh
about
yeah,
$2. I think another drink was cheaper than that too. But I
yeah,
think he was just answering the all of the specialty drinks,
yeah.
signature drinks.
And
I
he
think.
kept leaving us.
I mean, I think he was. I'm not gonna lie. I think he was the only one downstairs.
There was a girl behind the bar.
I guess, but badly.
I don't know what she was.
I badly saw it on both sides of the
I
bar.
saw her helping somebody, but
Mm-hmm.
but anyway, we got upstairs to the rooftop section, and it was a lot more chill, and they were more fun. There was two bartenders up there, and they made us some nice drinks, and it was just they were playing holiday music. They had some like regular pop music, but then they went right back to the holiday music. Lots of Mariah Carey. So I was
But they
singing.
was bringing the music that
They
night. They was
were.
really. They had Chris Brown. I think that I
Yes.
don't know, but I heard
I,
Fantasia. But they had so. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of these pop up places, especially downtown, you're not really looking forward to like hearing like black like R&B type Christmas music. You listen. You think that you're just gonna hear like your generic pop
yeah.
music with Christmas music. But man, and then the view
Oh, the view
within
was
into the
nice.
city,
The view was so
it
nice.
wasn't like you can see like buildings like town buildings or downtown buildings, but you could see the Georgia Brown Convention Center and like you see over the freeway. I think by far that was like cool to have as a picture. They had like every spot in this building was full of some type of decorations. Like even
Yeah,
the
some
roof,
picturesque corner.
the ceiling was filled with
Yes.
elves and candy canes and
The
nutcrack.
hanging elves.
The they
They
yeah
was hanging from their arms and their legs. That
I,
was creepy.
I told you I looked up and I saw all I just recorded the roof. I was like, all right, the ceiling. I was like, what's going on here? But man, I
That's
looked up.
funny.
Did the bartender say he didn't even notice?
Yeah, I'm like, what?
I think he was being
I
sarcastic as hell
feel like he just didn't know what to say.
for sure. I'm like, bro, you work here,
How do you not notice it?
yeah.
You've probably been here for a
Mm-hmm.
couple hours now.
Mm-hmm. Then after that, I mean, did anything else happen at the first bar? Because you were with somewhere else after that.
Oh, we got some Mediterranean food.
Oh man! Oh, so that like you remember we went to like three different places before we gonna go to the final place. We were gonna go to
Oh,
where we were going to a burger
yeah,
joint.
but the kitchens were shutting down.
Well,
Oh, burger joint.
the burger joint was not a bad problem, but we were trying to also be convenient for the people that came out and be like within a few minutes away from where they need to live at,
Yeah,
and also
yeah,
keep it where we could not have to drive that far. Which I
exactly.
think we did a good job.
Yeah, we did.
But when we went to the second place, which is our traditional place we like to go to since we first pretty much started dating,
Hmm.
uh, Renage, who went there, to you like the kitchen was closed.
Yeah,
But
because
we
we were all
love it.
hungry.
We
Like,
love yeah for sure. We love their food, but we been taking shots, just having a few drinks. We was looking for some really good food, and then we finally went to the 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock a.m. place that they shut down around 5.
yeah.
What did you order?
What did I have? What did I
I know what I
get?
got. I get the same thing for the place every
Because I
time.
think I had leftovers.
I think you had like a pita chicken wrap sandwich or something like that. I don't know,
Oh,
but
yeah, I did.
yeah.
It was chicken shawarma.
Oh man,
It
chicken
was
shop.
pita bread. It was yeah. Yep. That's what it was. It was so good. Like they make it differently than Renache. Renache has like
They
I
have it
feel like
like
they
they
made more like cooked out. Like, Renache has like it tastes like fresh or grilled, fresh and grilled. But this one, like they was cooking it down, like the onions was cooked down.
yeah.
That was a little spice up in there. I was like, it felt like comfort food.
And honestly, I pretty much just got my cheeseburger, but the bread and the way they cook their burgers is just very delicious. They give you plenty of food as well. It's not like they give you like 12 fries and a whole bunch of sides. No, they are like size. When I say like peppers or whatever, no, they give you like a lot of French fries. The burger is a good size. It's not like a quarter pounder or whatever. It's a real deal. So that's why I go my go to. Also, I was trying to make sure the birthday girl was able to
Birthday
order
girl.
whatever she wanted that night. And it was also on a Monday, so I think we did pretty good
I think so too.
for on a Monday night.
But I went
I
to
don't
work the
know,
next day.
like, what was 7 years ago? How old was I? How old were you?
How old am I now? I'm 32.
It'd be like around 24,
5,
25.
25. Oh, my 25th birthday. That one was fun.
And you
Do you
celebrate on a Monday?
remember? Uh, I think it was during the week. I don't remember if it was a Monday.
It had to be a Monday 7 years ago. That's how that works.
I
I'm
guess
trying to figure out
so.
how did we do it last. Like, because you don't really celebrate a lot of Mondays, birthdays. And my birthday's going to be on a Monday too, in January 20th. And I'm going to be off.
Oh yeah,
So,
I took my birthday off.
huh?
I took my birthday off. I
Oh,
never do
yeah, you
that,
did take your birthday off.
but it was chill. It was at home, very chill day.
Oh, what? You talk about this song or what?
Yeah, because I hardly ever take my birthday off,
See, I could never do it.
but it was cool because I had a lot of vacation days, so I'm like, well, let me go ahead and use one. I wasn't trying to be, you know, I wasn't trying to save like vacation hours.
Yeah. But I guess
Yeah,
I I could take off for my birthday just because it's just another day.
but you're taking off this year, right?
I'm not taking off. It's
Oh, it's
because
already you already have it
yeah, I
off.
don't have
My
it
bad.
off.
His birthday is January 20th on
Yeah,
MLK
I
Day.
said that already.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, you cut me off when
Oh.
I was saying that.
I didn't remember you saying that.
Yeah, I know. But anything else about your birthday?
No.
Ooh. All right. Well, I really want to touch on a probably like a sensitive issue when it comes to like going on with life as we speak. I would say if you haven't heard of this guy, his name is Travis Hunter. He's a Big 12 football player that plays for Colorado Buffs with Deion Sanders. If you don't know Deion Sanders, you gotta go look that up. I don't know how to tell you that. He's just a phenomenal athlete, but he's a coach for Colorado. And what happens is that Travis Hunter has been winning. He's been winning a lot in life, and he actually now just won the most prestige award in collegial collegiate level when it comes to football in general, which is the Heisman Trophy. And what happens is that before he actually was winning the Heisman Trophy, there were been talks about people talking about his I believe his fiance. Their he's been with her for 5 years, and they've been talking about it, but haven't reached like a I would say a tremendous level where it got to like famous people, right? It just brought on online. But now, since he won the trophy, it's kind of like the haters just hit another level on hating and start bringing up like start truly digging. Like it seems like these people was paying people to look up this stuff. And now my situation with it is that why when somebody is winning so much, I get that there's going to be haters because people just want to be where somebody else is, and they feel like they can't obtain that. So then they start bringing down the person, making it seem like they're still like a person like you and me, but these people are actually special. Like they're talented, they're gifted, but they don't go just to the person they hate. They go to the person that the person loved the most, and they hate on them. Why do they do that? And as a society, we know that black people like to bring other black people down. How can we kind of like transform that into where we can actually build our people up instead of bringing up? How can we call them out? Because they go through these cheap ways of saying where, oh, I'm just helping this person, or I'm just helping my brother, but we're just posting about it just for likes, just for shares. How do we transform that where we can call them out on it, so we can be like you know how they have the what's that called, the whistle call, where like when somebody says something racist of another race, they're saying a call like uh they say something, and you know they try to use some racial undertone, but it's kind of like they can say it in front of everybody, so they won't be called out on it. You know what I'm saying? It's some whistle
I don't
call.
know. Dog whistle?
No,
Is that the talk?
is it a dog whistle? Like how coded racial appeals have reinvented. I think it's like a dog whistle, but it's something that they say. It's like coded to be like they still try to say something racist without saying it.
Hmm.
So, but I feel like
Like Law and Order.
I believe so. Yeah, yeah. Like make America great again. Like we know what that really means. But what I'm trying to say is that black people also do it to ourselves, and we have those type of coding. We have that type of thing where we can't really call each other out because they use this political stance. Like, no, I'm just trying to help this guy, but at the same time, you're just posting about it. You're not trying to actually take care of the issue. You're just trying to laugh at this person. Uh, how do you fix that? Because it's not the only person that this happened to, and this is the generation that we're focusing on. This is the one that's gonna make. This is the one that's gonna make it. This is the generation that's gonna break the barriers in the future when it comes to pretty much anything that we want to be taken care of. They're gonna be the ones because they're gonna be able to manipulate AI. They're gonna be able to use it to an advantage point in this ongoing fight when it comes to this living in the world in America.
Or how do we just stop bringing down black people?
Yeah, but yeah, I feel like women and men are being taken down on just how do we call our people out on the so-called uh mentality bringing our people down like the crabs in the barrel? How do we call them out? How do we like, hey, stop this? And I feel like 20% of us talking about each other online is just bots. I think there's people. I
Yeah.
think I think what happens is that these big organizations they know like, hey, if we can just keep this flame going, let's just make a post right here. Let's just have this person on our tabs post about this person. Be very very strategic with the post, making it seem like it's so like nice. It's just sweet, but they know that that's going to spark a conversation where it's against our people.
People are kind of just trying to leave toxic platforms.
Yeah, but your answer is saying that to confront somebody when they're doing action is to just go to another app.
Well, I'm just saying that's like one of the avenues people are doing. Like besides going back and forth, because there are people that will get in the comments and be correcting the people, but it's just like it also takes a lot of energy. So there's people that will pick their battles. Like for instance, um, I don't know if you know her, but Francesca Ramsey, her handle is Cheska Lee. Um, she was known for, on Twitter for clapping back at people because she had a lot of trolls. She's the one that made the shit white girls say video go viral. Like that was her video some years ago, and since then she's kind of like a social media activist. But also she has like a lot more projects. She's a writer, actress, and stuff like that. But I feel like it just, it takes a certain person to be able to clap back and be able to advocate for other people online because it takes so much energy out of you. Because, for one, it's like they could be a troll or they could be, like it could be a bot or just a person trolling. And sometimes you could tell which one it is, sometimes you can't. So it's just like you're picking and choosing your battles. But I feel like with that, all that mixed into the algorithm, it's like, and you just really gotta pick and choose your battles. So even if you do want to stand up to somebody, it's like not everybody's gonna have the energy to do that, especially if they're going to the internet. People are going to the internet, social media for an escape from real life, either to keep up to date with what's going on in life or an escape from the real life.
Or
So it's
to educate themselves.
or to educate themselves.
Yeah. But how do you feel about this situation when it comes to uh people? Because this is his biggest moment, like I would say, in like in football in general, winning the Heisman Trophy,
Hmm.
and they took this time to not like to congratulate him, but to bring him down. How do you feel about that moment?
So is it just like the people online, like on Twitter,
Yeah,
on
celebrities
Facebook,
chimed
and
into it. Bow Wow
I mean, I
chimed
feel
in.
like that also comes with it's like they're trying to attack someone that he loves, someone that they know will have an effect on his mind and on his spirit. So it's like playing chess. They're like, okay, let me not talk about him directly, but we're gonna go the indirect way and talk about his wife or fiance. So it's like it's just another tactic to try to get like in his mind.
Mm.
And
So
I would hope that he has. I mean, with Coach Prime is mentor for him.
yeah,
So I mean, I would hope that he has the tools to be able to um, kind of like guard his spirit and like get through situations like that. Because there is gonna be moments that are gonna be even harder than that situation, especially as he's like gaining more like accolades for his talent and his hard work. So it's like it is gonna take a mental toll, but as long as he has like the support behind him, like in his life, like I
but
feel
I
like
have
he can.
never seen a player get this much like backlash. Have you seen a college? Uh, this dude, how old is he? How old is Travis? I would say he's like at least 22 years old. I had the only other person I would say in general that had this backlash, and it has nothing to do with his sport. I don't know anybody because if you look at LeBron James, the only thing they had him coming out from 18 was to just be great. Nobody else had this type of. Do you know somebody that had like he's 21 years old. He's 21. When I was 21, my expectation was not as much as his, and not even that.
I mean,
Like
weren't people talking mess about LeBron, about Jordan, about
no, they was not talking about Jordan. They Jordan when he came into the league, they was just surprised that he did what he was doing. They was astonished, like they were like, "Man, I didn't see nobody." When
so
LeBron
LeBron James?
LeBron came into the league, he was scrutinized, but only reason why he was because they was expecting him to be just like Jordan, and then he met their expectation. That's because of his profession.
So you
This
know
is not
that's not
a part of
personal.
his profession. This is a personal critique about him and his loved one. No one has ever dealt with like this in sports.
I mean, they be making jokes about Patrick Mahomes and his wife.
His wife,
Yeah,
who is his wife?
her name is Brittany. Brittany
And
Mahomes.
what about like what are and then like I said,
It just be
he's
like,
he's 21. I'm talking about 21 years old. It,
I don't be following stuff. I don't follow a lot of stuff like
you
that
know,
on,
yeah, but you
just like in recent years because we're following Colorado so closely. But I don't know. I wouldn't know.
that's what I'm trying. That's my point. This is this is like the biggest situation has ever happened in football history.
Mm.
No one has ever had to go through this stuff. And I want to talk about it because it's a serious situation. And a lot of people are going to easily say, like, you should just turn off what he did. He deactivated his Instagram. But it's not about Instagram. It's not about social media. It's about the people that's talking about this situation. And it brings back to my initial point. How do you call our people out on them doing this? LeBron had a similar issue with Deontay West and his mom situation,
Mm-hmm. Oh.
but that was after he made it to the league already, which is probably was when he was 21, 20, 20. He been around adults. He been around a grown man already.
The trolls and the bots, it's always something like racist, someone racist behind
Yeah,
it,
for sure.
starting stuff like that. Because it always happens. Like if Beyonce does something great, it's gonna be somebody trolling, and like there's gonna be a
Yeah.
whole bunch of threads of like racist stuff. Like it's, I mean, it it always it always happens.
Mm-hmm.
Not specifically. I don't know specifically about like a player that young, but I'm just talking about when black people reach a certain excellence, they're gonna pick something from their life to target, whether it's them or somebody they love. So they're always gonna say like something.
Yeah. I feel like this could have been handled differently with the right management team.
Oh,
But I feel
it
like
needs better management.
I think so. I think it's like Colorado
Management or
should have.
like PR.
I would say PR because I feel like Colorado could have easily pulled somebody because they're like every clip they're using or whatever like that is with them some right way of copyright, and if they would have just started pressing some of these people, they probably would have died down. But I don't know. It could have been Colorado. It could be uh every time Bucky always recorded him. I don't know. Somebody could have stepped in, but like you said, he has a great mentor, Deion Sanders. I say that he's gonna get over this. Uh, but we'll see, right?
Yeah.
Only time will tell. But
God
speaking
bless
of,
him. He deserves all of the good
oh yeah, man! Shout out to
and
Travis
all
Hunter,
the accolades he's
Chanel
getting.
Sanders, Shiloh Sanders,
They've been working
Bucky.
hard.
Yeah, man, they've been striving. They've been showing black excellence on and off the field. Speaking of black excellence, somebody that you know could be showing some black excellence on Christmas Day.
Don't say.
Don't say like
So hold on. So Mariah Carey has a pre-recorded performance of "All I Want for Christmas Is You." And it's kicking off at I think 10 a.m. Central Time because that's when the Steelers. Who is it? Who the Steelers play tomorrow?
man,
I mean, not tomorrow. Christmas Day.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I just know who's gonna be playing where Beyonce gonna be playing. Mariah Carey, she cool and all. Don't get me wrong, but
and
I'm ready
then
for her.
and then the Pentatonics are opening up the Texans and the Ravens game. They're singing the national anthem right before the game. Oh, ice break, ice tax. The Reese. But yeah, she's gonna be performing the halftime show, and we purposely picked somebody's house to go to for Christmas that we know is gonna be focused on watching the game, and we won't get distracted whenever Beyonce performs, but also when the game is on. So it should be a fun Christmas day.
I think NFL should definitely uh continue doing this, and I feel like and this is another conversation. We probably I don't know if we can have this, but you know the NBA their ratings are down, but I feel like NFL they know what they're doing now. The commission, I was say commissioner, but they know exactly what they do. I think they have a lot of influence from pop culture when it comes to Jay-Z. They have a lot of people that's in their corner to show like what the people want. Houston have a home game on Christmas with Beyonce performing. I think that was also awesome what they just did there, and I was just excited to see what they're gonna do, how they're gonna pull this off. Uh, I wonder how Houston going to be on Christmas Day trying to travel, especially you next
Listen,
to
honestly, this is one of the times I'm glad we're gonna be like on the north side of Houston.
shoot. We be driving, and then we be just seeing NFL team buses just passing us up every time.
Yeah,
We last time we looked up, we saw the Dolphins leaving us. I was like, okay, bet.
yeah,
That's how close we stay next to them, and we see all the traffic. And luckily, uh, they got done fixing 610 right next to NRG Stadium, so they probably definitely prepared for the traffic about. But like that game is gonna be around like I think around like 3 or 5.
I think it's like 3.
But now it got my wife excited for the game, so I'm ready to see the game. Like I'm a Saints and 49ers, but
Go
when to
Saints.
see your team, see your city put it on like on Christmas Day, and you have also Beyonce come out. She could bring out anybody because she
Yeah,
could bring
I
out
read an
Zero,
article by
Powwow,
Variety magazine. I
and
think it was
everybody gonna see
Variety,
this stuff.
and they were saying that she has a few guests. They're trying to and I don't know if it's like confirmed, but they were saying she could be performing songs off Cowboy Carter for the first time, and they were just reminiscing on the other Super Bowl performances that she's had and who she brought out. So it could be it could be so exciting. I mean, it's gonna be exciting
It's
anyway.
going to be exciting. So I can't wait. I can't wait to see because I'm not gonna lie. My boy Kendrick Lamar, he been showing out. He been showing out for Compton. I'm like, man, I love it, but I'm like, man, Houston need to do something. And they catching fire. They catching fire. And I can't wait to be see my city put on Christmas Day. Let everybody see how my city get down, how Beyonce get down. But I feel like it's gonna be monumental. And then we have not only that, it gives us something to look forward to for Christmas now instead of the standard, because Beyonce is the she's the bar.
Is the
She's the
standard.
standard. She's the bar. Who's trying to reach it, like Kendrick said. So you know what I'm saying. So and then on top of that, we got Kendrick coming up on the Super Bowl. It's like a
Yes.
it gives you a breath, like it gives you a taste of Christmas, and you're like, okay, that's something I can look forward to for the Super Bowl. It's like, oh my god, they did it for Christmas. Now, and I'm so excited for the future as well for like other games for Christmas Day, like other artists we can actually see when it comes to their city. Because if they city put it on, because Texas is actually doing good this season, so that's probably another reason why they got a home game to have Beyonce. I feel like heavily it's Beyonce. She's probably one of the reasons. The major reason why we have this home game. But Texas also doing good. Texas wasn't doing good. Beyonce probably wouldn't be able to do what she wanted to do this year. And I know Beyonce, she waits. She waits for the moment. She not gonna force nothing.
I know that's right.
That being said, like I think this is the best opportunity for.
The
And I
moment is prepared for her.
oh yeah, that's what they say. The hive.
I don't know.
That's
That's
the
what I just
hive.
said.
Kind of, that's what I
Quote
said.
Sandra.
Oh my god. But yeah. Uh, our trip. Talk about California, Kendrick Lamar, Compton.
California.
How did did? How was it? Okay, so let's start this off. So first of all, you went to where? First, like where did you go?
So I went to Anaheim, California, because I had a conference. I had a Public Relations Society of America conference. I'm a member, so that's where it was during the week. So I got to hang out in Anaheim. Really, I don't know when y'all, if y'all have ever gone to a conference, it's always gonna be like from morning until evening. But there were there were a lot of networking opportunities built in around the workshops, and it was a lot of fun. And I think it was fun being around people who were similar to me because I'm a communication specialist by trade. Like day job, I'm a communication specialist. So I met other like marketing, communications, public relations people, social media people. I got to chat with students and encourage them, and which was exciting, and I don't know, just really warmed my heart because I got to hang out with a couple of them, well, a group of them, the first night I was there because we walked to downtown Disney, which in Anaheim is Disneyland. So that's like the original Disney. And it was my first time going to anything Disney. I haven't been to Disney World, so Disneyland was my first Disney thing ever. So when you get there, you arrive and it's like this it's like this circle, like a courtyard, and it has three entrances: one to California Adventure Park, one to
Hold on, hold on,
downtown
hold on, hold
Disney.
on, hold on. We gonna get to all that. We gonna get to
What?
all that.
Okay.
Okay, okay. So how did it
I just
feel?
explained.
I know you was going through the whole
Yeah, I was just
Shibuya.
explaining where I went to downtown
Yeah,
Disney.
yeah. I was just saying, how did you feel when you
Shibuya?
first got to? Have you ever been to California?
No,
Okay, so
it's
let's
that
start.
first time.
So how did you feel being in another city, another state, you by yourself? Like you just said, you had you was going there for a convention, right? So how did it
Yeah.
feel for all that to be there? Like you made
Well, I
it.
just talked about the conference, but um, it felt great to be in California. But I was also nervous that whole week that I was going to experience an earthquake, and then I couldn't then I couldn't sleep because I haven't been away from Trey for like for a long time. Or when I was with somebody else, like because I was either with like at a conference or convention with my sorority sisters or visiting family. Like so, traveling by myself, I haven't done that since like the beginning of our relationship when I traveled to New York by myself.
Yeah, she left me out.
Which I feel like New York, I guess is, I guess that's way scarier than California,
Mm.
but because it was insanely packed. It was
Yeah,
ridiculous.
in
But
New York.
yes,
Yeah.
but California, I feel like I was just anxious because I'm like, okay, I have to make sure my room is secured, and it was hard to sleep through the night. But also, the bed wasn't as cozy as my bed at home, which I normally like have. Uh, I'm normally fortunate enough to have like an even fluffier bed at hotels, but I don't know. I think I was I don't know. I
She was
just
missing your
wasn't.
boy. She was
I
missing your
was
boy. She don't want to
I
say it,
wasn't
but she was
sleeping
miss.
that
She was miss. It's like it's not the same when you by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you married, you by yourself in another city, another state. It's just not as warm. It's not as cozy as compared to me. But go
You're
ahead.
right. You're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
for sure. All right, no, all right.
That's what it is.
They had to say it like that.
I, I'm just
All
agreeing.
right, so you down there. A couple of days, a few days passed by, right?
Hmm.
So now, like we said, like your boy made it down there now, right?
Yep. My hubby flies in.
What I tell you,
He flew in
flew
On that Thursday
over that.
because I have been there since Monday.
She was down there.
He flew in
She
Thursday.
a local by there,
To be
but
honest.
we have to meet. We met up. That was a little tough, little exchange, trying to fight each other.
Yeah.
Look, I'm so happy that navigation, like our maps, kind of like more accurate to show like where you
Yes.
are specifically
The
in
pin
that area.
location.
Oh my god! But yeah, we finally see each other. We finally go back to the hotel. We you take me to the now you said you took us to the you said it was like three entrances or whatever.
Okay, so we go to the Disneyland entrance. But it's like Disneyland, Downtown Disney District, and California Adventure Park. We're going to Downtown Disney District because I had went there like two times before he got there to eat. Like the first time to just explore, and I got some beignets, which was like so delicious. This place called Beignets Express. It was so good. So if y'all ever go there, go to Beignets Express. It's like to me, it's like the best beignets, and they're giant. Um, they're ginormous beignets. Like I don't know how to explain it. They're just like the biggest beignets, and you can only buy like minimum four at a time.
Oh
So it
yeah,
was four and up.
Oh yeah.
which so it makes it ridiculously expensive. It was like $15,
Mm-hmm.
but it was worth it because I had the rest. I ate like one or two that night, and then I had the rest. I think I had like one or two at night. Yeah. But anyways, by the time Trey got there on Thursday, we went down to we went to downtown Disney District, and we went to Black Tap, which is a restaurant I had went before with someone else, a friend I made for the conference. So I was like, "Oh, I got to take him there," because the menu was pretty good, and they had like burgers. They had stuff I knew he would like, but it was also like the ingredients for some of the things were interesting. Like I had a salad. It was basically like a chicken Southwest salad, but with flaming hot Cheeto crumbs on it.
I don't know, y'all. I don't. I really don't know.
Oh, and the night or two before that, when I went with my new friend, she I think she ordered like a regular burger and fries, but I wasn't hungry, so I just got like dessert, and that dessert was crazy. It was like it was like a double chocolate ice cream with a whole brownie on top. And then they around the rim of the glass was chocolate chips, like a bunch. I wasn't gonna eat that.
Hmm.
Like I am a grown woman. But
But you ate a whole salad with hot Cheetos.
yes, but
Go
the
ahead. You got
salad,
it.
that's the thing. It was the salad had more nutrients in it than just those sprinkles of hot Cheetos. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna eat
I
like
show my students
I don't eat
that.
a handful
I
of
show. I
dark
show.
chocolate chips.
Now listen.
I
I
wasn't
I
even.
have students that eat hot Takis for breakfast.
Oh no.
They looked at that. They was like, they face went to a little slant.
It's
You
because they don't like vegetables. They thought it was on a salad, and they was
Yeah,
like,
not the hot
"Nah."
Cheetos. You right. You so right. Not because it's a salad and hot
Hey, I had
Cheetos.
to take a chance.
It's like eating French fries.
That's as exotic as I get with food.
I see. Yeah, correct. Because she'll eat her some smooth chicken salad, or she'll eat some like I don't know. You be eating different salads, but that's a vacational type of
Yeah, I would never. I would not do
dish,
that on the
something that
regular.
you would try because you're not gonna try that ever again.
Because I also don't eat like hot chips and hot Cheetos
Where
that
do you find a
often.
place in Houston like that have some dish like that?
Oh, I think Bel Air.
What they
They be
have?
have they. Well, I don't know about their meals. I just know like they have like some like themed desserts and stuff at some places. But I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool. It was just like I was like, oh, I gotta have something special on the menu.
Yeah.
And then people are saying I should try the desserts at Disney Park. Here's the thing: when you walk in Anaheim or like Disneyland, period, downtown Disney District, whatever, like you can eat these things, but you are gonna burn it off because you gonna get crazy amount of steps. Like I definitely took my Fitbit or my Garmin watch, took my Garmin watch and was getting all the steps. I was averaging 20,000 steps a day, but I was getting more. Like,
Yeah, I almost died 2 times in
this what
California.
happened.
I got sick. I got sick
Damn, he
again,
took the bus, so we
and then
had to go get
again.
him some medicine.
I was like,
I was like,
she had us walk. She had us walking all
this
of
what happened.
Disneyland. That's what happened. That's
We
all
had
it
one
is.
day at Disneyland, okay? So I was like,
And
we
it got.
staying here
Uh-huh.
all day,
Now,
okay?
what month was this? October.
October, it was
And it
beautiful.
was cold.
Yeah, but it was like breezy. It was like crisp breeze.
Chris Breezy out
But
there.
enough for me to wear a
Chris Breezy.
cardigan and pants.
I had shorts.
Yeah. But
And
like it was cool. It was all right during the day. But
yeah,
when
but
it
when it
got
got night,
nighttime, that's
yeah,
the problem.
yeah.
Because Trey had shorts on
And
and
then
I had pants, I was fine, but
I was thugging it out. And then I woke
poor
up.
Trey.
I went to sleep. I think
He was struggling a little towards
I
the
tried
end.
to turn up
But
still,
I was
but
like, no. And
we had
we
we had
almost
some
missed the
food.
fireworks.
We said
But he
we made
loved
it to
me
the
enough.
fireworks.
He loved me enough to stay for the fireworks.
Now listen, I was like, you know what? I was like, you know what? This is California. We're not gonna be in Disneyland probably ever again in our lifetime. Probably one more time, if anything. Probably
Right.
for our kids or whatever, cousins or nephew, nieces, whatever. But I was like, let's go ahead and push through. Let me push through. I swear, that last ride was the straw that broke the camera back. We was in this submarine,
It was a
and
Nemo ride.
I'm not claustrophobic like that.
Yeah, that was a tight space.
But when I say
That was crazy.
you could think about every other ride, you could probably like, you know what? I'm gonna hop off of this. That's a ride that you
everything else
can't.
had like space.
Yeah, only you had space, but it was like the
Emergency
person.
exit.
Yeah, like you could just literally like you can stop the ride and you be like, let me get off right here. You can't do that with that ride. That ride you have to see it through, my boy. And when I say I was done, I was done with that last ride. I was like, thank God I was done. And then we was right next to a Trump supporter. So that was a whole other thing too. Even with that red hat, it was a red hat. It was a whole family that's still
on the submarine?
yeah, on the submarine.
Oh, I did not.
Oh my God. So I was like, man, I'm done. And I'm so
Yeah,
glad
I
that when
was
she was
tired by
ready.
the time.
Oh yeah.
I was like, all right.
I enjoyed this. I enjoyed the whole trip. I mean, it was an out of body experience. However, I went to Disney World already. So like to go to Disneyland is kind of like to get a full out custom ride, and then you go to another ride that is the same ride, but you don't have all the parts, all the bells and whistles. It's just stripped. It's just like the stock version. Like you just like, it's nice, but all right.
So that all that is to say
Yeah,
that we are going to be going to Disney World one of these days.
one of these days. All
So we
right,
can
too.
go and turn up.
Those are probably more than rush than I am.
I think we go to Disney World though. We're gonna need at least 2 days at the park.
No, you don't need 2 days.
What?
You don't need 2 days.
Okay, explain to me why you don't think we need. Explain to me why you don't think we need 2 days
Because
for Disney World.
I
Isn't
feel
there
like
4 parks?
okay, so Disney World, I think it's like some main attractions, right? I think what happens is that you have more rides than when it comes to like actual like what I can say. You know how Disneyland had like a whole bunch of what I would say. What was that? The
Attraction?
not attraction, but a ride. It's like small rides. They had like individual rides like Star Wars. They had not the one we like,
Oh,
not the one.
the Rise of the Resistance.
That
It's
was
like the best ride there,
ever
and apparently it's like one of
ever.
the newest ones, I believe. And oh my gosh, that is so worth it. Like if you don't go on anything else,
Yeah.
that's the one. And that's the one people were like, some people leave mad because they're not able to get on it because you have to get on the virtual queue.
No,
Or
that the
or
only
you know,
virtual.
virtual. Oh no, you just have to wait in line
You
a
just have
long
to wait a
time.
line. That was the one that was moving. That was
Yeah, it
the.
was moving. It
I'm
was
talking
a
about.
long line, but it was moving. But we were charging our phones. We let people skip us. We was like, we
Oh
gotta
yeah,
charge our
and
phone.
you still was able to move. Like you don't
Yeah.
realize how long you were actually waiting because you're consistently just moving.
Yeah.
Like you might
Right.
stop probably like for a quick 3 or 5 hot seconds, but after that you're still moving. But when you get to you realize you're like, okay, I got to the ride, but then you didn't even get to the ride yet. They somehow supposed to be transporting you to the ride.
But
I'm talking about they the
it's just so
detail.
crazy. Like I just I've never been in such an immersive experience like that before. And the fact that we were inside, it was like we were actually inside the ship. And then when we went outside, it was like we were actually walking like roaming the grounds of like the actual wreckage.
Yeah.
And like oh my gosh. It was it was surreal. Like how much money they had to spend to make that? I don't know. I need to look it
That was,
up because
the reason why is like
it's
they
insane.
had like objects that was like water were like actual size of like stuff that was in Star Wars. They had like troopers the
Yes,
size. They had the little walking machines that was like it was like as tall as it will be in a movie
listen.
or whatever. So it was
It was
like
kind of
it was
creepy. Like my heart was beating so fast
you
because
couldn't even
I was in awe,
you couldn't
but
even
I
put
was
out your
also it was
phone.
also a little eerie. Like I did record some stuff,
You did
yeah, but then
while we was in
the
a
ride got a little shaky.
oh yeah
So I took pictures like we were walking next to stormtroopers, and I think I was trying to record we were in this, but I don't know if I got anything. I need to look,
yeah.
but.
But I'm talking about we can go
It's
into detail
amazing.
how great some of the rides were. Or you already know what I didn't like. Uh,
You know, like the
for
Haunted
sure.
Mansion with
Yeah,
the Nightmare Before Christmas.
for sure. If you want to fight me about that, we can see each other any day.
He said it wasn't worth it being in the virtual queue all day long.
Yeah, they
I mean,
hyped up.
I do think like I like the ride a lot, but I don't see how it's
You
worth
like
it for the
yeah
queue.
yeah.
Like I don't understand the queue situation. Like they could have just did like the Rise of the Resistance and had us like going through like steadily. Like I really don't
They did
understand.
that one better than the
Yeah.
Haunted Mansion. They somehow did it better, and it wasn't no queue. So that was
We also went on the Millennium Falcon.
yeah. I was just thinking about that one
That was
too. I think that
cute.
was also more hands on
Yeah.
team wise. Like so many people that you never knew.
Yeah, it was
Some
like us and like two other people. Two,
three.
oh, three. Oh yeah, like
We
three
had the
kids.
two ladies.
It was like kids.
Wait, I'm sorry.
It was like
Which one?
teenagers and
Which
like a
one did
little
we? Which one you talking about?
the team one.
The one you had to shoot?
Yeah,
It was two girls and one guy, one little
yeah,
kid.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that was pretty interesting, and I like that we were over there at nighttime because then we got to see like how the city, like I forgot what the city's name is in Star Wars, but it
Mm.
actually looked like it, like you walk it
They
through and
have multiple
they
cities.
have the shops set up. The workers there are actually acting like characters from Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like
Ooh, that's a whole other.
that
That's another
was
conversation too to have.
it was
Um,
very weird.
I
It
don't know
was
what's
off
be-
putting.
I don't know what was better though, like the actual ride that they was giving out, or the ability of Falcon that was like 101 too. Like
Yeah, that it was
you
ginormous.
can actually see the whole ship, all the compartments, all the stuff that came into the attachments
Oh my
to
goodness,
the Millennium Falcon. Like it was so
very
accurate.
cool.
It was like breathtaking. Like to see that. If you was a huge Star Wars fan, you would definitely geek out seeing that part. I was actually, I don't know, but yeah, that was it. Like, cause that was towards the nighttime that we went to the fireworks. The fireworks was amazing. I think we got a great spot.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
and
we
it
you
was
have to get it where you fit in. I'm not gonna lie.
listen.
Don't let the white lines fool you. You can get into the white lines
Oh,
if you
and
can actually.
I wanted to cuss so hard just now. These Disney employees and this white string they use to direct traffic
For
and to
sure.
that was getting on my last
They made
nerve.
it seem like they was VP, VIP. They were very. I thought these people.
Why we saw like a glimpse of the water show, but it was packed wherever like people could actually stand or sit to watch it. And so whoever was like walking by, they had their little glow sticks saying, keep on moving, keep on moving. The next show is that like they it was the next show time. I'm like, we about to head out. Like, what you mean? Because it was like an hour from that time or something. Like
Yeah, and what's so crazy was also in that queue when it came to and how many times
yes.
we had to get out that line, like 14, 15 times just to make sure we get to the Haunted Mansion. And then like supposedly like that's what we were supposed to be waiting for the light show to start on. There was another light show going on
Yeah.
too where the Christmas tree was, but we're not gonna talk about that. We didn't sign no NDAs, huh? Did we sign? Did we?
No, we can talk about it.
You sure we can talk
They
about
were
it?
saying that John Legend was there.
John
Okay,
Legend.
Disneyland, they have a lot of stuff that they just be randomly filming.
I'm telling you.
And so on that day, it was decorated for Halloween, like and throughout the whole place. But at that time, I guess they had started setting up a couple hours before. But they had Christmas trees, the whole stage. They lit up the castle for Christmas. Like it was insane. Like if they said John Legend was there, doing like I don't
Promo
a promo,
for Christmas. We're gonna see
and
it soon though.
we missed John Legend,
Oh, that
but
bit's
it was
already up.
some more people. Oh yeah, we should try to find it.
Yeah.
Duh, because it's Christmas time. It should be. Where is this promo showing?
We're gonna see. We
Because
gotta
it was
look it up.
out there.
We gotta look
If
it
we
up.
see it, we'd be like, dang, we was there that day.
Uh-huh.
And it was just a lot of fun. Like
Yeah,
I
it's very
it was very
magical.
memorable for me. The Disney employees, they have amazing customer service.
Oh yeah,
They
we
were
want to talk
very
about you
helpful
want to
throughout
talk
the
about the
day.
customer service you needed?
Y'all. Within the first hour that we arrived at Disney, I had a mishap. We went to Tiana's palace, which that's my favorite princess, Princess Tiana. We was chilling on a bayou, and
Yeah.
they also had the live performances with the band. It was so cute. The
Oh
brass band
yeah.
was playing.
Yeah, it's cool.
Um,
But go
but
ahead, get
we
to your
we went
customer
to the
service.
inside Princess Tiana's kind of like dining place. It was like set up like a cafeteria, and we go in there. I I get like a cold brew coffee, a beignet, shrimp and grits, and you put it on a tray. Like you pick it out and you get to put it on your tray. And so the even the tray, like the what is it? The bar that the cafeteria is set up on, it kind of looks old timey. And so like it has a rack that you're like sliding your trays on. It's made from brass and it looks beautiful, right? But I don't know how this happened because I did not knock my tray over.
Uh-huh.
But I I moved my tray to the right
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, the corner of my eye, I see my tray going down. And I'm like, ah! I then look at it. I'm like, there's really nothing I can do because it was already like lower than what I could do in that moment
Oh my
with me
god.
trying to calculate what's going on. And everything crashed to the floor. And I just looked at it. It just in shock. My spirit was just hurt. And the Disney employees were like, "We'll get another one for you. Don't worry about it." And they immediately started bringing
I
stuff
swear
to
they
clean it
snapped their
up.
finger and
I
then just
know it was like
everything just
the
started.
little
They started
fairies just
singing and
started buzzing
everything.
around.
Did they start singing? I heard it
I
was
could have
like
sworn they were singing.
I
And I was
saw
trying to
it.
help clean up, but
It
they
was
had it
up.
all up.
And she
And
also
they were
had
like, "Oh, what
food
did you
right
get?"
there.
Didn't have to pay for a whole nother meal. And that meal was like, well, mine must have been like $15-$20 for
Yeah, we
that
got this.
tray.
We got the same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
You also had that beignet. That's why I started laughing earlier. You talking about beignet. So
Oh
I
yeah,
started.
that I didn't like that one. It was because it was lemon, and I don't like
But you
lemon
know what I
tarts.
didn't like? You know what I didn't
But
like? I didn't like that the people that was working there. I didn't see nobody that was Creole. I didn't see nobody that was black. I
it
mean,
was a
shout
very
out. It
different
was good.
demographic, and
Yeah,
maybe
but
because it was
yeah, go ahead.
Anaheim, we was just like, where the black people at?
I'm telling you. I'm like, y'all go. This, and then they supposed to be opening a new ride with her. Supposedly, like nobody had.
Oh,
That was in
they
line.
opened it
They wasn't in line for her to take pictures with.
the very next month. They opened in November,
Yeah,
and the actual Princess Tiana was there.
I know that's what I'm talking about.
Nina no
They didn't
Kiro.
want to take a picture with
Noni.
her or be in
Oh,
the line. They was all in Cinderella line.
oh,
So we was like, they was having people singing. They had a whole parade, right? When they opened that ride, they had a whole like, they
yeah,
had
yeah.
a
And
whole
she was
concert.
performing and
Yeah,
stuff. So they didn't
they didn't.
see,
They,
see,
you saw
see,
that
see,
video?
see.
Oh, I showed you the video.
But that wasn't. That's not the.
That's not Anaheim.
I don't know, but that's not the original Tiana I was talking about.
Oh, okay, okay.
But that's insane. And it's crazy because there are a lot of people who still haven't seen Princess and the Frog, or they're like, "Oh, what's that again? Like, what is that?"
But
But
yeah,
it's so significant to me because for one, I'm black. For two, I'm Creole,
mhm.
and for it to be like a black princess, and the whole concept is based off of like Louisiana culture, like that was, and they did it so well. Disney did that so well, and it was just it my high school graduation party was Princess and the Frog themed. I had the cake, I had a banner. It was looking real cute. My
Hmm.
prom dress was Princess Tiana inspired.
Hmm.
I had my bangs in my bun because I was had the updo
uh-huh.
with my strapless gown. My short I had like my little short little tutu looking gown so I could dance. I wasn't trying to have nobody stepping on my stuff. But yeah, it was I was very much a Princess Tiana.
Yeah.
So that was it was amazing. Like one day I'm hoping to go back so I can go take a picture of Princess Tiana.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not Disneyland, but I hope Disney World has.
That's the thing about it. You just don't know if Disney
I'm
World
gonna look it
because
up and see what they have.
these parks are individually ran. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's all Disney, but it's like wherever people like in that region because you also have Disney's in other countries as well. So it might not be popular as much as over there in Florida.
Ugh,
We're fortunate to have
I do
two.
want to go to the Paris one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, but that was supposed to be indoor, which is weird to me. But
how is it?
it's indoor. It's an indoor Disney park.
We gonna
I
see.
don't. It's like a giant. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, we gonna see.
But
My sleeper ride was the Jack Sparrow,
oh, the Pirates of the
Pirates
Caribbean.
of the Caribbean.
It was
That was
okay. That was sorry, man. You say what you think first.
that was a sleeper. Like for example, like it was not a lot of wait time for that one too. I mean, you was in line for a good second, but it was like
Right.
the boats
That
were
was
just
going
coming
fast.
around, and then like you would just like see people moving because of the boats are moving. You would also be seeing people waiting to get off the boats, so you'd be like, okay, that's what we maybe waiting
It
for.
was
So
so
it's very
good.
transparent. But when we got on it, and it got really dark,
It was oh my gosh. And it felt like the room was so big. At least it felt that way. And like oh
it
my
was like
gosh. I just love being immersed in like the
it's a,
whole world.
it's a yeah,
Like
for
that was the
sure.
feeling you get with the attractions. It's just like you're inside of the world. And it's just everything.
That's what you yeah. That's the main
I'm
part of
like,
it. That's what you want.
this ticket was so worth it.
Yeah.
Like I see why people love coming here so much. I can see why there's some people who go to Disney all the time because they live in the city or around the city and they just go travel to Disney like every weekend or every month or something. But I see why it's like a great escape. It'll lift your spirits up. Like
When you have the money to do it.
yeah, but also they have like residential discounts
Yeah, but you gotta
for
live
tickets.
in it. Anaheim look very, very nice.
Yeah.
That motherfucker like that motherfucker- it was
Anaheim's
like
expensive.
Hollywood. I'm like, oh wow, it
Yeah,
look
Anaheim
beautiful.
is expensive
So I'm
according to our
saying,
driver, our Uber
yeah.
driver.
So I'm like, yeah,
The
people was
gas
doing
is $5.
it was Uber drivers that was doing Tesla, they was driving Teslas and stuff like that. I'm
Yo,
like, yeah, you gotta have money. I'm like, this dude was hard married and stuff like that. Like, but they was hustling out there in Anaheim. But Anaheim,
average size houses are $700,000.
hey, you know, compared to
So
Houston,
2 bedroom house.
woo, oh Jesus, in Houston it probably would be like 250, 300 max. Out there, 700.
Crazy, crazy.
But
I
also they
could
right next
never
to Disneyland. So, but
trade off.
yeah, and I'm not gonna lie though, if you out there, they always there's two things. One thing, there's always people that's gonna be on the road. Yeah, I don't care if it's 12, 2 a.m. They're gonna be walking from Disneyland. They're gonna be walking
Yeah.
from that little outside area where you can eat. There's people that's always walking. And I'm not saying like it's just adults. You will see if you're drunk and it's like 12:30, 1 o'clock a.m. You're gonna be running into families still out there.
Yeah.
They're out there. They out there like that.
And it'll like throw you off. Look, it's like,
Bro,
dang,
it's a whole kid
you
out here.
got your strollers. Like,
Bro, me, I'm like, bro, it's 2 o'clock in the morning.
y'all feel safe, huh?
I'm telling you, you from Houston, you don't have areas like
Ain't
that you
nobody
can just
walking their baby and they strollers.
we downtown,
They baby
midtown,
inside.
uptown, anywhere around
The
town.
streets is not for the kids.
No, you don't ever do that around the Houston area. Like even when it comes to like these mall areas, like that's like outlet malls, like you have areas for the kids. That's done around 10. Kids are gone. Like
That
sunset.
should be the episode title. The streets is not for the kids.
But like in Anaheim, they are out here, whole family. It's a vibe. I'm not gonna lie. I would definitely go back to just LA in general. But
And
to
that's the thing,
California,
like we were an
oh,
hour away from LA. That whole travel situation got me. I thought I planned well.
second thing,
This traffic.
the traffic. But the second thing before we go to traffic, because that's actually go back into how we got back to Houston.
Mm.
The second thing out there in California, and if you don't know this, especially if you're alcoholic, you like to drink here and there, whatever, please don't go to no of these liquor stores. Don't go to the liquor stores.
No.
Go to your Walgreens.
They tax you, pay an arm and a leg.
Go to your CVS.
Just
They have a
get your points.
They have
and
a full bar.
Fully stocked.
Jack Daniels.
Like imagine if you ever been to Louisiana and you go to the gas stations and they have a full just full wall of what you need. CVS and Walgreens got it in California, and it's just so normal. Like just, to them, it's like it's
just essential. Just
it's not just wine or beer.
Medicine, and I get my Hennessy.
It was crazy to see. I don't understand how they.
So, yeah, that's another.
I never heard nobody talk about it either. So that threw me all the way off.
Nope. So that means
we were like, wait a minute, what?
I wonder if that's how it was back in all these 90s. Like if you could just go to your corner store and get actual, but they were just drinking vodka. But anyways, so let's go back to traffic. So Zona and I, traffic. We had a learning experience when it comes to leaving on time, going back home in California. It was a whole experience. We was going back and forth at some of the moments, but we wasn't very understanding of the situation when it comes to traffic and the train system and all that. Like when you so this is how I look at it. When you get there, you're excited, right? Especially without coming from my perspective, I was so happy to meet up with my wife when I got down to California. And the time that transpired to get to her was immense. Like it was a lot. But when I got there,
and this is because we chose not to pay $80, $90, $100 for Uber or Lyft.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's like
let's take the cheap way.
That's like going from Houston to Galveston. Like, would you rather pay for Uber to get to Houston to Galveston, or would you rather just take a train to get to Galveston?
Yeah,
you rather take a train, right? So, my point is that when I got to you, that didn't matter anymore. That time that I had to spend to get to you didn't matter. But now you gotta go back home.
We had a time crunch. We trying to make a flight.
We trying to make a flight. We not too iffy on it. We can get there in time. Whew, it was like a movie.
It really was.
It was like one of those.
We got to the gate. We had 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
The gate was right there. And she was like, I'm sorry we can't let you in. We just closed the plane for luggage. Oof. So in my head, I was like, dang, if we didn't have a luggage to check in, would they let us through?
Right.
Let us run through?
Right.
Because they didn't close the gate for loading. They didn't stop loading yet.
But you got to think about it.
They were about to stop.
Let's take it back. Let's take it back. So we had to take a bus all the way to a train station, right?
Yeah.
And that bus to the train station, how long would you think that was?
The bus to the train station is at least 30 minutes.
Right, at least 30 minutes. So listen to this.
And that's a flyaway bus, by the way. It takes you it's $9 to go from the airport on that bus.
I'm talking about so we took the metro area.
Oh, my bad.
We headed back to town.
Oh yeah, so it's back to LA. Cheaper. So. We was on the Anaheim city bus, the Orange County city bus.
Yeah.
So that. Oh, did it take 30 minutes?
Shout out to Orange County, you know what I'm
saying? Orange County, the OC.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it took us about 20, 25, 30 minutes to get to the train station. So boom, it took us 30 minutes to get to the train station. Now, listen to how much time is passing.
We also ate before that. We ate lunch.
Yeah.
Chicken and waffles.
For sure. Oh yeah, shout out to chicken waffles.
Because we had left the hotel.
They're in a situation right now. But it was good.
Yeah.
Whole situation. But yeah, we stopped food, but we're not worried about that. I'm talking about our transition to going home. How much do we have to travel?
Yeah.
We traveled from a metro, the Orange County bus, to the train station took 30 minutes. We had to wait 2 hours for the train to get to us. When the train finally got to us, we took the ride is 45 minutes to the actual, I would say, the central station. Then after that, we would have to take another bus to get to the
airport. Yeah.
So all of that was
that one was the flyaway bus. It's called I think it's just called Flyway. It's a blue and white bus that you can
Yeah.
take, and it's super convenient. I had to learn all this when I first went out there, like that Monday by myself, because the signs wasn't doing enough for me. I was like, "What is happening? What? Why? What are all these different rides?" And so I was googling all the rides services that were posted because all the signs and stuff. I was like, "Oh, this seemed like the bus I should be getting on." And so I asked like a security guard or somebody working there, like, "Hey, can I take this? Like, where do I get this bus? I'm just trying to go to
Mm.
Anaheim Convention Center. That's where my hotel was near." And they're like, "Oh yeah, this is the bus you're gonna take. It's gonna take you to." And then I got to the bus stop
Yeah.
over there,
Yeah.
and they helped me out. The bus drivers helped me out. It was like, "Oh yeah, go to this stop, and it's gonna take you right to the convention center." Like,
Uh-huh.
see, you gotta ask questions,
Yeah.
but
I appreciate that. Appreciate that, California. The hospitality was awesome.
yeah, and everybody like I met so many people actually from California that were at the conference,
Yeah.
and they were nothing but nice. Like they were
Yeah.
so nice.
Yeah.
And well,
What?
not all of them.
Ooh.
Like the two of the women that I met were, but there was this one guy at the conference where I went up to the booth, and it was a chapter, like a local chapter of PRSA. I'm not gonna say which one, but it was like one of the ones in California. And he was like at the desk, at the table, and was like, "Hey, how are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm good. Why do you have oranges?" They had a whole bowl of cutie oranges, and it was like, "Oh, it's free to give out." I was like, "Oh, this seems kind of random. Like, what
Uh.
what are the oranges for?" And he was like, "Oh, is it? Is it? Oh, I don't think it's random." And I'm like,
Mm.
"Oh, I was just wondering what they're for, cause
Yeah.
I just it just to me it just seemed like I'm just trying to figure out how it connects to
Right.
um in like the conference or your chapter." And he was like, "It's for Orange County," which I guess that kind of gives away.
Yeah.
But
Right.
he was like, I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense, huh?" And then I left. I just got a couple more, get my little snacks,
Yeah,
my
for
little
sure.
healthy snacks in. But and somebody else was rude to me there too. It
Yeah.
was another vendor, and they were doing. I had walked by, and it was a guy and this lady just like on their phone, and they were I was like, "Oh, is this?" Because I was trying to look at their equipment. I was like, "Oh, are these like facial? Are these facials?" And then like they not like they didn't. They kind of like side eyed me or kind of see who I was, and like looked back down. I was just like, "No, they're not facials." It was just like
Mm.
texting, and I was just like, "Okay." And so
Hmm.
I go back over there later on, and I'm just like, "Okay, they are actually giving people facials, and they're using like red light
Oh
technology.
yeah.
Like they're actually doing." I'm like, I was slighted by people who weren't like they weren't white.
Yeah.
They were other like minorities,
Yeah.
ethnicities,
Yeah.
and the people with the facials, they were serving white people. Like it was, I guess they were like, "Oh, they're gonna pay for it."
Yeah. That's what I'm
Like
saying. Those people are like commission
I'm like, "You don't know what I got."
for sure. But
Dang, I want a little funky facial anyway. Even though it did look relaxing.
shit,
Like, like
you really want to give back to
dang. Oh no.
yeah.
Not after they treated me that way. And that other guy, I'm like, what is happening
Yeah.
here?
But yeah, I think uh overall that trip was awesome. Like even though we made it back 15 minutes before our flight was like think about like 3.5 hours have flown by trying to get back to this place. And we still got there like 15 minutes before the plane was
uh,
about to depart. And what did we have to do to get back? We had to pay $90 each
each to reschedule our ticket, to get a new ticket for the next morning.
for the next one. So we
The
stayed there
flight was for
and,
8.
and we got there around like 6, not late. No, it was probably
It
like
was
early
earlier.
there.
It was like,
Like 3.
yeah, it was.
Yeah, we had to be there for 3 and we was gonna depart
Oh, we had to
for
be there for like
4.
4:30 or 4 something.
Well,
So
that's
we was there early.
Yeah, we was there early.
And I threw out our train snacks because I didn't think we could take it in.
Yep.
We took the Amtrak Surfliner, which was an amazing experience because I had never, I don't think I ever rode Amtrak before.
Mm.
Um, but that one was so cool. It's like two stories, and the whole Union Station experience. It was kind of it was different. It was people getting arrested, but then it also looked very cool and aesthetic. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was an experience for sure. I'm just glad we got home. We were trying to call around and see like who do we know who is in LA right now? Because we were just stranded at LAX. Just
Yeah, for sure. We made some
literally
calls, but
stranded.
we just had to stay there.
Nobody was in town.
I stayed up the whole entire time until we got on the plane, because when I'm when I'm in another city, like that's exactly what happened when it came to Atlanta. But what happens in Atlanta, we had something happened to the airplane, and we had to pull back
Oh,
in. It got delayed,
yes.
and I'm telling you, like if I'm in another city, I need to know exactly what's going around me. We had to stay up overnight too, because we was flying out around 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and we had that situation with the hotel, so we couldn't go back to the hotel no more. We just hung out with my people until our flight.
Hmm.
You got some sleep, my people got some sleep, but when it comes to me being in another city, I was staying up until we had to be at the like airport. Once we got on the plane, I was like, okay, we made it. And that situation happened. I was like, ugh.
Yes.
And we,
Cause babe, you was falling asleep
I
like
started falling asleep. Yeah, I
yeah.
was like,
Cause
man,
the
I can't
lady
do it no
started
more.
coming around for snacks.
I was like,
That's the crazy
we
part.
made on the
They was
plane. I was like, that's it. I can do that much, because y'all remember we got up early. We got up around like 8 or 9
we
for the
gotta do
breakfast.
Atlanta again
Yeah, that was a
for real this
but
time.
we got a lot of stuff done. That's a whole other
We did,
story.
yeah.
But when we got back, we both was we had to call in for our job, because I had to go back to work on Monday. But I
Yeah.
called in. I actually, I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna actually call in on Monday in general. And shout out to my coworkers that held down on Monday, especially the one that's probably gonna be listening to this podcast. But trust me, but when we got that delay and we couldn't make it back on time, I definitely called off there, because we wasn't gonna make it back into town till like 3 o'clock. I mean, we
Um.
had to fly out of there around like,
Yeah, I'm like, we are not about to go, and we were coming
oh yeah,
from IH.
yeah. So we was all the way an hour and 20 minutes away from
I
our
know,
south side.
exhausted.
So
Ain't nobody,
I'm
like
like,
I would have like a couple
you
hours
have
of
to
work.
be a
It's not worth it, especially how
superhero.
far my job is.
You have to be a superhero to do all that. To leave and go to work for the last 2 or 3 hours. You have to be a superhero, something like that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
But
that
yeah,
was very
that
interesting.
was our trip to California, to Anaheim. That was Beyonce review, or hopefully a preview of what we expected for her to do at the quote unquote Super Bowl Junior. That's what I'm calling
Super Bowl Junior.
it.
This is exactly what it feels like.
Exactly what it feels like,
This
right?
is the most hyped up Christmas Day game I ever
Yeah,
heard of. Like I
for
don't,
sure.
cause it's they doing something special.
That was your birthday. Celebrating your what?
My
What?
32nd birthday. I'm
So
32. I'm the
I'm
big
about to turn.
32.
I'm 30 still, so
He about to turn 31 next month.
a whole other year from now. That's what has to do with that right now. Okay, and that was Travis Hunter's situation with his people. Hopefully, he gets over that. Hope his mental health is there. He has to have a team, bro. Travis Hunter. If you listen to this, is only for Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter only. I call you TH for sorry, bro. TH, listen.
Cause we cool
If
like
you
that.
listen, because we cool like that. If you listen, bro,
Cool like
keep
that.
your
Cool
head
like
down,
that.
bro. Get through this, bro. Everybody has to go through this. If you're great as a male, African American male, you've been through this before.
Mm.
You don't do drugs. You don't have
Mm-hmm.
anything in the industry or in the media against your name. They gonna make something about you, bro. So go get through this. Put your head down. Get into the NFL. But then start showing your face. Cause then, honestly, after that, bro, you just gonna be starting on the people. Like you get a championship in the NFL, it will be a plus to your career. So
Mm-hmm.
don't think that you a failure now because of all this stuff. No, you just on the right path to get to that another level,
They
right?
hate us because they ain't us.
They hate. Okay, they hate
That's
us because they
it.
hate us, and then that's it. Well, until next time,
Until next time.
right?
Hmm.
This is Trey,
This is Ziggy,
and
and
this
thanks for.
is you know don't know how to go. This is Trey,
This is Ziggy.
and thank you for listening to the Trey
Trey
and
and
Ziggy
Ziggy
show.
show.